Hello, I'm Dr. Che and you are watching my YouTube channel. In this video, we will talk about types of sentences. This is video number 2, part 2. And as you know, this is advanced English grammar course. I have covered more than 27 common topics, grammar topics in my course. As you can see, they are very important. So open playlist of my channel and watch complete course in order. Link is given below in the description box. Subscribe, like, comment, press bell icon to get more videos on vocabulary, grammar, writing, speaking, listening and reading. See the description box for updates and link to my Facebook groups. These are very important groups for more updates. As I have told you earlier in the first video about complex sentences, they should have at least one dependent clause and at least one independent clause. Okay, I will teach you what are dependent clauses and what are independent clauses. At this point, I want to only introduce you to the complex sentences. These clauses, at least one dependent and one independent, these clauses are joined together with different coordinating words. These words can be correlative conjunctions, subordinate conjunctions and many other words that are used to join these clauses. I will teach each of them in detail in my course. Okay, don't worry about this. Look at this sentence. I want to eat pizza. This is one clause. I want to eat pizza. This is independent clause. If you remove all of the rest of the words, this can stand on its own. I want to eat pizza. This is a complete sentence. Now, other sentences, because I am hungry. If you don't say I want to eat pizza, you say because I am hungry. Because I am hungry, and no one can stand because I am hungry. This is incomplete. This is dependent clause. This is incomplete. So you have one independent and one dependent clause. These are joined together with word because, and this is a complex sentence. Okay, complex sentence is not the word that look like this, of 3 lines. Complex is with at least one dependent and at least one dependent clause, independent and dependent clause. I want to eat pizza. This is an independent clause because it can stand on its own and it gives a complete meaning. You can understand what is the meaning of this. And look at this sentence. Because I am hungry. I only say because I am hungry. Okay, then what? You are because I am hungry. Then what? This is not complete sentence. This is dependent clause. No complete meaning. This is not a complete meaning. This clause cannot stand on its own. This is dependent clause. Okay, so one independent and one dependent clause in one sentence. This is complex sentence. All conditional sentences are complex sentences. All conditional sentences are complex. I will teach you I will teach you in detail in a separate class about conditional sentences. If you study hard, you will pass your exam. Clause with if is dependent clause because it cannot stand on its own. If you study hard, then what? If you study hard, then what? You will receive a prize. You will receive a pizza as a gift. Then what? While other clause is independent, this you will pass your exam. If you only say you will pass your exam, this is independent, and these two clauses are joined together in one sentence. Okay, this is a complex sentence. This is a conditional sentence, but this is a complex sentence. Complex sentence is not a different thing. These are one of these sentences, conditional and many more. I will teach all of them. All sentences that have subordinating conjunctions are complex sentences. All those sentences that have subordinating conjunctions are complex sentences. You can see in detail how complex sentences are made and what are complex sentences. Don't Many people keep saying use complex sentences, but they don't teach in detail what are in detail all complex sentences, all types of complex sentences. So if you use although in one sentence, even if, because, in order to, after, if, whereas, even though, while, and many more, I will teach you in details. So these words, subordinating conjunctions, these words make our sentences complex because they join dependent and independent clauses, and when they are joined together in a sentence, the sentence is complex. Very good. I made separate classes for to teach them in detail. For teach them, no, to teach them in detail. They have they have few interests in common, although they are twins. There are two twins, brother or sisters. They have few interests in common, although they are twins, but they have few interests in common. If we use but, then this is a compound sentence, and if I have used although, this makes a sentence complex. They have few interests in common, although they are twins. Dr. Che not only makes free video courses, but also works at a hospital. This is complex sentence. Not only, but also. Compound complex sentences. These sentences contain at least two independent clauses, two independent and at least one dependent clause. Don't worry, this is just a complex sentence plus a compound sentence. Okay, let us look at the example. Even though he was tired, Dr. Che recorded 5 grammar classes, and he also operated on 2 patients. If you remove this after classes, it will remove all of this, then it is a complex sentence. Before this is complex sentence. That is, even though he was tired, this is dependent clause, and the second one, Dr. Che recorded 5 grammar classes. This is independent clause. These are joined with even though, and this is a complex sentence. Then we add a compound sentence and with fanboys. This is fanboy, one of the fanboys. For and second one fan, FAN. And he also operated on 2 patients, and this second part is compound. So this is compound complex sentence. Use at least 1 or 2 compound sentence also in your writing. Sometime complex, compound, complex, simple. Also use compound sentences in your writing to show a variety, a range of grammar to the examiner. Even though he was tired, Dr. Che recorded 5 grammar classes, and he also operated on 2 patients. As I have told you, you can see this part, even though he was tired, up to classes. It is a complex sentence because it contains one dependent and one independent clause. This is a complex sentence. So at the second part, and he also operated on 2 patients, as I have already told you. The last clause is independent and it is joined by a conjunction and. So this is one of the fanboys. When you use this makes a sentence compound. So there is a compound and a complex sentence. When these are together in a sentence, this is a compound complex sentence. Don't worry about the term. You just need to remember how we can use different types of sentences. Don't need to remember to memorize the names of sentences. Other sentences, usually I get up early in the morning when the sun rises in the east. But today I got up at 8 a.m. as I was tired. As I was tired, and this is compound sentence. So this is a compound complex sentence. Okay. So my final tip would be to use different types of sentences in your writing, in your speaking, to make your writing, especially your writing, attractive to the patient, and to to clearly show your message to the examiner, to the reader. Okay. So subscribe to my channel, look at the description box for updates and links to my Facebook groups. I will post updates in my groups. Like and comment to encourage me, share with other students to help them, and subscribe to my channel and press bell icon to get more videos on vocabulary, grammar, writing, speaking, listening and reading also. This is a very important channel. Subscribe please. Thank you very much.